One on one with Dr. Bob. I've got Austin Richmond, the winner of today's 15K at the Gasparilla Distance Classic. Austin, a good last month for you, 15-14 in the 5K. I saw that race a couple weeks ago. Then you went 30-28 over in St. Pete. You come over today and totally dominate, running 46-49, a 3-second PR in the 15K. Pretty comfortable win for you today?
Yeah, it was comfortable until about 3 miles to go. It felt fairly, I don't want to say easy because it was a race, but it was going perfect. And what I mean by that is, you know, I tucked him behind somebody for the first 2 miles, which was perfect because he was running the exact pace that I wanted to run for the first 2 miles. I wanted to go out very conservative, right around 4:58 or 5 flat. And so I tucked him behind him, and then it was pretty comfortable until about 3 miles to go. And then it started hurting.
Got a little bit of a side stitch?
Yeah, it happens, you know. It could be a number of factors, but that was some of the worst pain I've ever felt. But what are you going to do? I still ran a good race, won, and PR'd. And, you know, it is what it is. I was upset when it happened, but, you know, I said, you know, I'm getting across the line no matter what it takes. You know, my family's here. This is a big race. I've never won a big race like this, and, I kind of swallowed my pride and said, you know, the time's not going to be as quick. We'll have to... My coach screamed at me, just slow down, just make sure you finish. Slow down and take a deep breath. I couldn't really take a deep breath, but...
Well, last year Ryan Hall comes out here and he tries to get the American record.
Yeah.
And this year you get bib number 1. Is that coincidence, you think, or?
I hope to be running with him someday. Running against him or with him, whatever the case may be. I certainly know what it's like to be out there by yourself now, and yeah, that whole bib number 1, that's just kind of you know, they like to give it to, I guess, the favorite to win the race, which I didn't really like, you know, getting bib number 1 because it kind of puts a target on you. But it was kind of cool having that to people recognize that, you know, you're one of the favorites to win. But, you know.
Well, you know, I look back to when Ryan ran in Central Park in the Olympic qualifier, and the last, probably mile or so, he knew that he had won that race, and it was just a great feeling. He was throwing his arms up in the air. Almost had that same kind of feeling today as you're coming down Bayshore. You know, your closest competitor is not even in sight from the lead truck, and all those folks on the other side of Bayshore are just cheering you on.
Yeah.
Tell us what that felt like.
That was great. And you know what? I ran this race a lot before, and I never heard my name yelled before because I was never in the lead. I was never, you know, one anybody knew about. I was always kind of in a pack, even though I placed pretty well. So I never heard my name called before, so I always took that for granted when all those people coming towards you. And then I heard Ryan Hall talk about it last year. He said, I've never had that in a race where all those people are constantly basically coming at you on the other side, yelling for you. And today I felt that, and you know, every few seconds I heard someone yell my name. I'm like, why do they know my name? This is funny. And then at one point I heard the voice of my godfather, and I looked over and saw him. And then another time I heard the voice of someone named Mr. Vickers, which he's somebody that's from my hometown who's encouraged me to run since I was 14 years old. And I looked over and I just pointed at him, and he gave me the fist up and everything. And I was really pumped up. It's actually when I started hurting, but that kind of gave me another uplift to, you know, get across the line. No matter what you have to do, we don't care how you're feeling, get across the line for all these people.
Well, Kevin Hansen a couple weeks back brought a couple guys over, ran the 10K over in St. Pete, and I know you had a chance to talk to him about you know, some of his lessons and some of his outlooks on how you keep the dream alive at this level as a post-collegian. Was that a pretty good, inspiring talk from Mr. Hansen?
That was a great conversation. It was exactly what the doctor ordered, because Coach Moody and I, we've been through a lot, but sometimes we catch ourselves sort of not questioning, but you know, we like that reassurance that we're doing things correctly, even though we believe that we are doing things correctly and we're chasing the dream the proper way, and as far as training and the proper mindset, that it takes a long time. It was so good to hear somebody who is well established in the sport and who has accomplished so much to basically reiterate everything that Coach Mooney has been telling me for years, and basically, you know, it's like they were clones of each other. You know, Coach Hansen would say something, then Coach Mooney would finish his sentence. They really agreed on a lot of things as far as training and as far as what you have to believe in as an athlete. And the thing Coach Hansen shared with me is that, you know, it is a process and it takes a long time, and we both believe that it's not necessarily the runners that are extremely talented that you know, are the ones that are always successful because they were always talented, they were born with this talent. He says, you know, you look at the Kenyans and people want to say they're gifted and this, and they may be, but the reality of it is they are thousands of miles ahead of you, because by the time they're age 14 or 15, they've already got 10, 15,000 miles on their legs when the average American here doesn't. And so his point was that it's not necessarily just a talent thing, an intangible thing. It's actually a tangible thing. They've just put in more work than you. And so you just got to keep putting in more work and you can be successful. Doesn't matter who you are. And that was very encouraging for me, because that's what I believe. I don't really believe so much in just, you know, I believe in talent. You do have to have ability, but, you know, it only goes so far.
Well, I think you're a perfect example of someone that's working really hard and seeing the fruits of all that work start to pay off. So it's been fun watching you the last month and a half. What's next? I know they've got Gate River Run. What do you think?
We have Gate River Run. Actually, when I got done with the race, it's the first thing I said to Coach Mooney. I said, I want to do Gate River Run because I still believe I'm faster than what I raced today, which I said that the past 3 races. But yeah, we're going to see how I feel the next few days, and if I got that pop in my legs and, you know, there's no, you know, not damage, but there's, you know, I'm not really feeling the effects of a race, then we're going to go for it. We're going to run the Gate River Run, but we're not sure of it yet. And then we're probably going to get on the track after that.
Good deal. Well, we're looking forward to it. Congratulations today. A great win for you here at the Gasparilla 15K. Very nice time, 46:49. We wish you all the best in the future.
Thank you.
Austin Richmond out of Clewiston, Florida.
Okay, 457. Or 450, yeah, mile 6. Okay.
But I'm in this town. Well, they don't got to Gatorade.
457 at 7. What are you doing?
Trying to concentrate here. Quit yelling at me. 2 miles from school.
Yeah, that's right. That's the old Kenyan story.
He does it. He used to be a Green Beret, so I told him we better start working. Oh yeah.
And once again, we expect to see close behind Austin Richmond. If we can get the young man, has done 24 years of age from Bradenton, Florida, done a wonderful job out there on the course. He was really never headed, taking the lead at the 1 mile mark. And here he comes, so put your hands together and bring him on in. Austin Richmond, truly the class of the field here at the 33rd running of the Gasparilla Distance Classic 15K. Austin Richmond, unofficial time 46 minutes and 50 seconds.